Welcome to the reading of the new beginning of our journey, and I chose the new moon in Aquarius and the beginning of the new year in Gene Keys because the sun went through the 41st Gene Key, and Pluto is in this Gene Key as well when the new moon starts, and Mercury is in this gene key as well. And the 41st gene key is a special one because it is like a starting point that allows us to go on this path of anticipation into an emanation from the shadow side of fantasy. And what that means is that we are often in this fantasy part of our life where we dream ourselves into places where the reality might change. So we hold ourselves captive in our own dream of the unfolding future. Just if I get the money, if I get the relationship, if I find the right partner, if I get the right job, whatever that is this fantasy that keeps us stuck in a place where we are we cannot be fulfilled because we set ourselves up for failure in this moment, because that's like the saying is, while we are making plans, God is laughing, because life unfolds as life unfolds, and energy walks into the places where we want it to go. And if we stay in this fantasy, we keep our energy moving into the places where we experience lack, because all of this fantasy comes from a place of lack. Trying to control, trying to make something happen, trying to be in a dreamy state where we try to get to dream ourselves into the future, or we are hyperactive trying to make it happen. And that's what keeps us apart from the present moment. And that's the only place where life really unfolds. And this gene key is inviting us to let these old stories go, of the old stories of the fantasy that might happen in our life, and step into the real moment of life unfolding and life, and anticipating that life really wants to be us, to be a part of the whole, wants to be us, the best part that we can be in this life's journey, and to bring ourselves back to be a part of the whole journey that we are on, and to anticipate that life is working for us, not against us, and to allow ourselves to step into this alchemical process. That's what the new moon is inviting us to step into, this place of the new future, the new you, the new world that we are experiencing when we allow this alchemical process to unfold, and to anticipate the best. Not catastrophize, not fantasize, not do anything about it, not be in this shadow moment that prevents us from being here, and to allow us to dare to stay in this present moment, to see how life unfolds, to see what we can do for ourselves, to feel the energy, that how we can create our own reality in our emotions in the present moment while we are staying there and while we experience ourselves being in this. And I want to do for this new moon and this starting point, I want to do something like a collective reading where where we see the energy unfold, what is the theme underneath it, and what is the thing that is not working anymore, and what is the thing that will work in the future, and that will help us to step into the future that we really want to experience. And I want to have one of these as well. So, and I will do this for all the signs, but I want to do it for the collective as well. Welcome, Leo, to a reading. First, I want to draw a tarot card from the Great Arcana from Margarete Peterson, because I want to know what the theme is about, and then I will draw a card for the part of your journey that is changing right now, the story that is changing. And we have this one, and the story that is unfolding right now, and that's this one. And I want to have a card from these as well to see what the theme is underneath. And we have the moon that is showing up for you, that your emotional base and your way how you deal with the emotions is changing totally. And there is the yellow brick road. And we have Amonule, whatever that, I don't know if I pronounced this correctly or not. I don't know, but please excuse my wrong. And now we see the yellow brick rose, the yellow brick road. That is in a normal tarot deck. That's the sun. That is your card, and that's like these creatures are walking the path to Emerald City and to the Wizard of Oz, right? To experience themselves on this path, and there is this cowardice lion, and that's what I think is ending now. This journey of the cowardice lion that is not working his path to the Emerald City to unfold his own power. That's what held you back will stop now. And this is like the story that you told yourself, that you haven't got the courage to go, that you didn't got the heart that you go, and all of these things that this companions that have, and they walk the path to the Emerald City to get the things that they need. And I think this is ending now. You are stepping into the power of the lion that you really are. And it's like Amonute, and it is Amonute, or Amonute. She is this is the strength in unity. And that's what this comes with, right? To experience yourself in this unity, bridging the idea of being fearful and being courageous at the same time, walking the path that you were sent out to walk. And that's like connecting these areas of your life where you were afraid of feeling the feelings that you tried to avoid. And that's what this lion avoids as well, right? To step into the courage is to not afraid. And that's where we can fall for the illusion and the fantasy that at one point we will just step out of the fear, and that we'll step into our courage, and the fear will never be seen again. But that's a dreamy idea. That's not what courage is about. Courage is about stepping out and doing it anyway. And that's what she comes in with, this idea of bridging the gap. Letting go, surrendering to the idea, and that there is no such thing as a fearless person. There is no such thing as a fearless a lion. There is a courageous lion that does it anyway. And this is the experience to step into this own power that comes with this bridging the gap. And that's a beautiful journey you're on, and that's a beautiful thing to let go of, because you experience that there is no such thing. And there we have Peter Pan, and that's stepping into the emotions that come with it. And Peter Pan, allowing yourself to feel the things that want to be felt. And we have Hildegard von Bingen as well, and to step into, and we have this card came up a couple of times in these readings, that Hildegard von Bingen showed up. And that's about this stepping into your intuition, stepping into the emotions and the richness of emotions that move us forwards. That's like the chariot, right? Not avoiding the emotions of Peter Pan wanted to not step into the place where he felt abandoned, and didn't want to feel the emotions that he experienced as darker emotions. But to step into your intuition has to, you have to step into the whole thing, right? The moon as the abundance, that's what the moon is about for me too, about the abundance of emotions that come with the negative ones that we experience as painful, and the positive ones as well, and stopping the deception of ourselves to that we can be the one or the other. That's not what this is about. This is about the moon as being the bridge between all of these emotions, being the domesticized dog and being the wolf at the same time, and being in this place where we can allow ourselves to feel it all. And that's a beautiful thing, and that's what comes with this 41st gene key, is to step out of this of the story of the lion without courage, stepping out of the story you tell yourself about your strength in this world, your power in this world, that you have with this energy of the heart's energy that comes with this sun card, with your ruler, the sun, comes with being the bridge between to allow yourself to bridge the gap, and stepping into all of it when it's needed to allow yourself to feel the darker emotions, and to feel the lighter emotions as well, and to share this with other people. This feels like there has to be something that wants to be shared, that we don't like. Often we don't like to share these experiences because we think we have to. We believe in this fantasy of the courageous lion, that there is no fear in the courageous lion, but that's a myth. That's a myth. And that's where you step out of this idea and the fantasy, step into the alchemical process of life that creates these moments of courage for you, where you can step out of this idea that you have to be something else than you are. And that's beautiful, because with this Hildegard von Bingen, this stepping into your emotions is letting go of the gatekeeper that comes with this idea of the courageous lion that keeps you away from moving towards something at all, because it is like anticipating and fantasizing about the outcome. If you have the fantasy that you have to be courageous and that you have to be fearless, instead of doing it anyway, then you cannot go into this experience at all, because you have someone who is keeping the gate and says, oh, you can just pass through me if you are fearless. And that's the fantasy, right? And this is the letting go and the surrendering to life, and letting go of this expectation, stepping into anticipation that life has the best in store for you, that life wants you to be in balance, with your fearful side as well as your strengthened side, the courageous side, and being incorruptible in what you do and what you don't do, because it is what moves you forwards, is the intuitive part of you that keeps you in this place of your own values, being curious like a child, like Peter Pan is in this childlike nature of the lion, right? In this hard space, but allowing emotions as well. That it's not Peter Pan is not someone who hasn't got emotions. That's what it would be if it would be self-focused in a specific way. And that's not what it's about. It's about stepping into the curious part of this and the childlike part, to let your heart shine as the lion heart wants to shine. So that's where you step into the balance and into the own incorruptibility, and allow life to create the life that you really, really want. What's not working for you anymore is the prostitute. Selling yourself short, right? This is what's not working for you anymore. And what is working for you? Being Midas. And this is like being the creator of your own riches, being the creator of your own luck. Not selling yourself short, selling yourself for this is like being the prostitute, is like being available for everyone and being available all the time and getting too little money for this. And this is not working anymore. I don't want to tell you that you were like a prostitute. That's not what I want to do. It's just an archetype that makes you feel like it. Because if you sell yourself short, and if you give yourself all the time and don't get something back, something valuable, you feel like it. And you feel abused in a specific way. And that's what I mean with this. The card means with it, right? And to say that this is not working anymore, you have the gatekeeper that is keeping you from doing this, and to find the balance within. To find the balance between this, what you have the ability to create, and that's what comes with the heart space that you bring to the table, is that your heart space that is allowing you to create everything to gold. And it's the life's riches that want to flow through you. And that's what you really wish for. And this is like you wish for a specific way of abundance, and you created your own dreamy fantasy about it. So that is, if something comes into my life, I can be free, I can be fearless. If this happens, I will be fearless. And this is the invitation and the new step of your story, where you can allow yourself to be the bridge between your life, the life, and the abundance that comes with it. And letting go of the fantasy and the dreamy idea of how this will work out, how this will come to pass, because then otherwise you will be the frustrated one. Allow life to flow, allow life to be anticipated as something that wants to fulfill you. It will. But stop making plans about it. Because if you make plans about it, you will be frustrated, because that's not how life works. How life is a chemical process that wants to let the inner energy flow where the energy wants to flow. And the hero's journey starts with a fool, and it's the starting point of the 41st gene key. It is the starting point. The fool starts with nothing. And the nothingness of the fool creates the whole story. And that's where you come in, because the whole being curious, being innocent in a way, as you are, being in this heart space where you can shine your light, you can create a new story for yourself without fantasizing about the outcome. And then you walk on your whole story, you experience yourself in this story, experiencing your energy in this, and your fears and your emotions and all of it. Because this creates the balance. Life creates the balance. And then it unfolds. And then it will make your wishes come true. Because you are not, you don't have the your fingers in it. Get your fingers out of the machine. That's what I wanted to say. We'll see what Lenormand says about this. It's not working. And what's working? What's not working is to make something happen quick. That's maybe what you want to do. You make something quick. You want to have quick success, quick riches, quick things to happen to you so that you can get out of your fear. And that's not what's working. There is the time that needs to be dealt with, and the stagnation needs to be dealt with as well as something that makes you feel in a specific way. And this is the invitation to allow this to be, to allow the even the sorrow and the emotions that you don't feel as beautiful as you want to feel, to allow these to be, right? And to allow this stagnation to be, because it's just a matter of time. It's just the unfoldment of life that is happening, and it will move forwards. But to allow this to be, and to allow this to be all of it, and that's what the shadow cards showed as well, to be the bridge, to be the path that walks. We have to walk the path. We cannot jump to the end. So, and I know that's a frustrating thing, because when we have the fantasy, and that's what you let go, the fantasy of, oh, this can happen quick. This can happen in a jump. No, it can't. Can you let go of this idea? Then life can unfold as it wants to unfold. And maybe it will be a jump, and maybe it will not. But you have to allow this. You have to surrender your idea of how success works. This is the embodiment of it all, right? This is embodying it all and allowing life to be the justice, to be the balance that it wants to be. That's where it leads to being in the flow. And there we can see it again, being in the flow and being in this wheel of life and stepping into the wisdom of your light. And what a beautiful, wow, we have 6 cards and we have 5 major arcanas. That's a real big journey for you, Leo. To be the lion that you are, to be the light, to step into the flow of your energy, and to step into the next phase of your life where you can be the teacher and the creator that you really want to be. So that is a really big story that you are heading into. And I want to read to you the card of the moon from Margarete Petersen. She created this tarot deck in 30 years, I guess, from artwork, and she created poems as well. So I translated them because they are German. And the moon, a silent creature, tests the path from the sea of the unconscious to the mountains of knowledge. Moon goddess, you gently illuminate the disentanglement, dissolving and liquefying of illusory apparitions. Reason, guardian of the law of causality, step back. Other truths are stretched. Things which were seen as dangerous, repressed, and made taboo may come up. The salt of tears are transformed into precious alchemical essence. Yeah, that's what's happening in your life. These tears and these stagnations will move into the next step of your life, where you can step into this flow and where you can write a new story about these emotions that accompanied you and that you can let others experience as well. Thank you, Leo, for being here and for sharing your stories and for subscribing and liking and all this beautiful stuff that you do to support my channel, and I'm really grateful for this. Thank you so much, and I see you soon.